Very few people in Ewogbon village were as privileged as Ewakoe, the king's close friend and confidant. He was highly venerated, not much for his fame as for his wisdom. After the king's chiefs and elders had advised the king, he would send words to Ewakoe to visit him in the king's inner court, where no mortal could enter. Such was the high regard that Ewakoe enjoyed. Even the king had joked about the kingly disposition and mannerism of a nobleman, which Ewakoe appeared to display. He was a man in love with words, and he associated with the high and mighty in the land. On one fateful evening, the king had sought his advice on a matter that bordered on inter-village diplomacy. It was clear to everyone that the people of Ewodin had transgressed the law of Ewogbon, and in such a situation, outright war was the penalty. The abduction of a Ewogbon male or female was an unforgivable crime. The Council of Elders and Chiefs had voted in favor of war, but King Ewasingha would not be so rash. He had tactically postponed giving his word because he wanted to hear from his closest friend on the matter before assenting to it. Before then, the king narrated to Ewakoe how the Council of Elders and Chiefs have voted. The Council of Elders and Chiefs was the highest decision-making body. Even though they made suggestions on any matter, the king had the final say. Hence, no decision was ever taken without thorough deliberations and consultations. Chief Omosefe stood up to address the king. "Long live the king!" And everyone chorused, "Ise!" Immediately after this salutation, silence fell on the respected elders, as if in a funeral gathering. The people of Ewodin have this day entered the cage of the lion. What they have done can never be pardoned. They have kidnapped 2 of our best farmers, and to rub it in, they sent word to our people that they did it. He stopped as if to get a counter-reaction and then proceeded. "My people, it is terrible to ignore the sky that provoked the rainfall, only to attack with a club the dew which settled on the shrubs." This proverb disrupted the gathering for some minutes. He continued, "What I am saying is that when Ewodin people entered the forest to cut down trees, some elders said we should allow them, for they are our neighbors. Today, they have captured 2 sons of this land. My people, I suggest we send Agobo Ekpe, the loyal warriors, to destroy them." The elders reiterated, "Agobo Ekpe. These loyal warriors can only be deployed by the king as a last resort, for they were his personal guards." They earned the appellation Agobo Ekpe, meaning the left hand of the leopard. For the Oba relied on these loyalists to strike his enemies in the same manner a leopard strikes with its left paw. This was collectively supported, that the king postponed his decision for 2 days. That was why he had called his closest friend, Ewakoe, to hear what he would say. Ewakoe, without hesitation, countered the decision by the chiefs and elders to go to war. He told the king, "War is not an option. I know tempers have fled, my king. We must approach this matter carefully. You have always treated Ewodin people as your neighbors. I am sure their king is not aware. Maybe some evil-minded people are behind this, who want to use the kidnapping as a pretext to start a war. Instead, send a keg of palm wine, a small basket of kola nuts, and one of your daughters to the king of Odin as a mark of true friendship and neighborliness. Tell our spokesman to inform the king that our brothers should be expected back home with the emissary. The king would understand the message. That was how the two farmers were brought back without any war.